I have paperwork that says differently.
Payment tonight.
Right now, West Shore Home is helping to make your dream bath a reality with our 3 for Free sales event. Every week, we help hundreds of homeowners reimagine their space, and now we're making it easier than ever with free installation, interest-free financing for 12 months, and a check.
Maria, every day we have people reaching out to us about refreshing their bath space. A lot of people want to be in their homes for as long as possible, and upgrading your bath is one of the best ways to future-proof your home.
And with West Shore Home, it's easy to get style and safety. This shower is a great example. It has a sleek look and it's packed with features to help keep you safe while bathing.
That's right. This fold-up shower seat keeps you comfortable while you bathe, and it folds out of the way when you aren't using it. It also works great with this magnetic shower head, so you can easily sit and just click it into the magnetic dock, and then back in place when you're done. Plus, all of our showers come with 2 custom-placed anchored grab bars that can actually support a person in case of a fall, unlike suction cup grab bars.
If you want more information or if you just have a vision for your dream bath and want a quote, give us a call or visit westshorebath.com to schedule your free, no obligation consultation. West Shore Home is extending their 3 for Free sales event. With free installation, interest-free financing for 12 months, plus a free upgrade to your project. And with evening and weekend appointments available, we can have someone out to your house as soon as tomorrow. Just call the number on your screen or check us out online at westshorebath.com.
Is Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet on MyTV Charleston.
It's a beautiful Friday night in the Low Country, so yeah, it's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet. We welcome you into the Coverdin. It's Cane Bay, it's Goose Creek. I'm Jack DeLongshell, sitting alongside the legend Scotty Eisberg. Scotty, we've had this matchup highlighted for quite some time.
Yeah, no question about it, Jack. Records don't lie. When you've got a 17-2 record, you know you are the elite class of the Low Country. That is the Goose Creek Gators. Cane Bay coming off a 9-game win streak. 2 really good teams who want region supremacy.
Well, these are 2 unbelievable coaches in Blake Hall, who is so well established here in the Low Country, and Sean McKean for Cane Bay. But they could do out some insane talent. Let's start first for Goose Creek. Shane Potts can fill it up.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's been there so long. He played in a state championship, averages 15 points a game. He's just that senior leader that they love to have. He knows the deal. He's a scholar athlete. He's their guy.
Well, for Cane Bay, Jarvis Roper averaging about 14 a night, but he is a box score bully. He's a long wire. He's 6'3" forward, and his ability, maybe on the defense, man, speaks just as loud as he does on the offensive side.
Yeah, and he's a spark too, and that's why Sean McKean wants him coming off the bench tonight as a spark plug off the bench. Maybe catch Goose Creek a little bit off guard, knowing that, wow, this guy's pretty good coming off the bench, although I'm pretty sure they've done their scouting report and know who number 2 is.
Scotty, let me ask you this, though. For the call, we know what we're going to get. They're going to press 90 feet, but Cruz Chevrolet, give me a couple of keys to the game. How do you walk away with your W if you're sitting on either side?
Yeah, I mean, I would think right now, coming into the game, Goose Creek is your favorite in the game to win it. You got to take care of the ball. Don't give it to Cane Bay. Don't give the game away. Cane Bay is going to be feisty. They're at home. They know how big of a situation this is. They don't get a ton of TV games. They'd love to win this game. So Goose Creek, take care of the rock. As for Cane Bay, let's slow this thing down. Don't let Goose Creek make it a trap meet. You don't want to do that. And Cane Bay can play above the rim. Let them play above the rim.
Well, it's going to be an absolute blast. Those are tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by Cruz Chevrolet. Brought to you on Cruz Avenue. Here's the deal. We got high school hoops right after this short break. We'll see you after this.
Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Joy Law Firm. Injured? Hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888. Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Joy Law Firm. Injured? Hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888. Call Joy.
These are our neighbors. When one of our neighbors needs help, we want to be there for them. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you are a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
When you come home, do you love what you see? You will when you choose Hardy Siding from Contract Exteriors. Only Hardy products are engineered for climate. They're specifically designed to stand up to the heat, humidity, and hurricanes of South Carolina, helping ensure your home stays looking beautiful for years to come. Discover your perfect homecoming by visiting contractexteriors.com. When it's time to re-side, come home to something better.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete, we're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
Tons of local trades, nearly all makes and models, certified pre-owned car, Bravo certified, and make no payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. CruiseChevrolet.com and Cruise Chevy on Rivers.
The national anthem has been sung. The starting lineups announced. Now we just await a tip. Scotty, as we take a look at the 12th-year man, Blake Hall. We joked with him about it, winning a state championship at North Charleston.
Yeah.
He has now built a bona fide culture down their street at Goose Creek.
First of all, he is GQ, Pat Riley. I mean, nobody wears a T-shirt and blazer better than Blake Hall. But yeah, he's getting to be one of the elder statesmen in the state.
When we say elder, he's a 3-year starter, a 2-time All-Region selection, and our player to watch today, Shane Potts. That's a big-time triple to get things rolling.
Guy shooting over 45% from the three-point line. He knows exactly what he's doing, trying to set the tone early for the Gators.
Shane Potts, a senior guard that receiving some collegiate effort at the Abbey. Will be lucky to have the stud guard here from the Low Country. This Jaquel Brown, look at the hang time. Tough finish, no good, well defended by Jaleel Sanders. Here's Sanders out in transition. He's going to have his shot blocked. That's Potts. Potts to Brown. Brown, up and away. We'll call it a ring raiser.
Yeah, I'll call that a dunk. Why not? Yeah, really good defense to offense for Goose Creek. Exactly what we said they wanted to do from the start, setting the tone. Cane Bay really needs to just calm things down. We're just a minute into this one. Brown again already has an offer.
How about that finds? Yeah, he sees you. What a good look. Jaquel Brown finds Potts, and Goose Creek, there's that defensive end identity that they really hang their hat on.
Man, are Potts and Brown just in tune with each other. He saw exactly where Potts was going right there.
Elbow jumper, no good. Cleaned up on the glass by Mike Smalls. His putback will be corralled, and Goose Creek will slow the pace down for the first time tonight.
Smalls anything but small.
This is Braden Langworthy. Langworthy, a senior guard, great size at 6'3", but this is Shane Potts' night. Doesn't matter if it's straight ahead from the wing or in transition. It's a 10-0 run, and Shane Potts has got 8 of them.
Yeah, he has been phenomenal right out of the gate. Sean McKean's got to stop the bleeding. 8 points out of the first 10. And I'll tell you what, Shane Potts looks like the smoothest player we've seen all year so far on high school hoops. He's just been really good, and it doesn't happen without Jaquel Brown.
Scotty, you know, my high school hoop kind of career with you guys started 2 years ago. It was Goose Creek and Somerville. Somerville on their way to making a big-time state championship run. It was a youngster. It was Jaquel Brown, just a freshman, and Shane Potts, just a sophomore.
Yeah.
Took a good beating that night, but guess what? 5 weeks later, we saw them in this building, winning a region championship on the back of their youngsters. Now, seniors and juniors, and you're right, you can just tell that their chemistry is at an all-time high.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with this team, Sean McKean is such an interesting head coach. Great story. They're not going to panic in times of pressure because they know their coach will not panic in times of pressure. A career military guy. He kind of instills that military attitude. He's a retired military guy. He's now a teacher and a coach. 4th year as the head man of Cane Bay.
See a couple good looks on the outside. Jaleel Sanders unable to get that corner pocket three to go. But it looks like that was Jaden Waring winning the loose ball. It's going to be a foul, our first tonight. Looks like they got that on number 13, Terrell Johnson.
I think there's one thing that if they have to, stop the bleeding again, that McKean can tell this team, because I know we talked about it before, is that look what the College of Charleston did last night. They went down 15-0 and ended up winning the game pretty handily. You just got to chip away.
This is Jaden Waring. That hustle turns into 2 points. Waring just a sophomore, but man, great size, great build. 5'11", 185 pounds. A really bright future in that backcourt for Sean McKean. Kane Bay and that man take advantage of it. A lot of contact, no call. Cover's in transition now. Into the chest, with the left, and an air one finish. Kevin Dukes. Talking outside, 6'3", 205. Flexing all over the Gators. This is going to be three the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Dukes, he just honored before the game for his 1,000th career point. Got it last week. He is a guy who just brings size and experience and leadership, and obviously he can fill it up. When you score 1,000 points in high school, that's a pretty impressive little run.
The eyes set on extending that number and keeping Kane Bay Region Championship hopes alive as he misses the and one attempt. It's a 10-4 lead for Goose Creek, and they're back on the prowl. This time to play Brown. Talk your talk, 11. Brown's got 5.
You talk about a team coming out red hot. Goose Creek can't miss. That's 3 3-pointers already for the Gators. They have just been phenomenal, and it's been their 2 stars that have done it, the guys who fill it up.
And this is where they dominate defensively, and this is power in depth. There's a hockey line change where 3 guys will check in. As Jaquel Brown, you take another look. That's our first tray ball, brought to you by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
They have been as advertised so far, the Goose Creek Gators. And this is just Blake Hall basketball. There he is. He is a state championship under his belt with the North Charleston Cougars, 13 years at Goose Creek High School. He's a product of Ed Conroy and the Citadel, working under him in Conroy's first Kent, Illinois, and then at Coker. He is a local guy, Pinewood Prep guy from Monk's Corner. So Blake Hall is kind of the standard bearer for coaches in our area, if you will.
I'd like to reiterate, too, the list of accolades. They go to a state championship just a few years ago. He is GQ as it gets.
Oh, my God. The guy, I don't know who outfits the guy, but, Blake Hall's haberdasher really is kind of the MVP of the area.
Here's Potts to the line. These free throws brought to you by Doctors Implant, empowering people through full mouth dental implants all year long. Potts, the senior, knocks them both down.
I think Potts right now is on track to score 80 points tonight. So if you look at the numbers, he's on track to score just over 80 points.
Cinco broadcast will be pretty fired up about that because ESPN couldn't stay away. Goose Creek, the defense. Again, they do score about 67 points per game.
Yeah.
But you can tell that so many of them are obviously in transition as defense turns to offense.
Jaquel Brown has a quick trigger. He's willing to shoot right away. I kind of like to shoot a point guard who is willing to shoot. You know, we obviously want a pass-first guy, and he's got a good eye to pass, but he's got such a nice, pretty shot. Let it fly when you have the opportunity to do so.
Hand down, man down is Kane Bay looks to cut the deficit back to single punch. Really nice find underneath. Yeah. That was Jarvis Roper finding Christian Davis, the big sophomore forward, for a great look.
You know, we'll say it over and over again. Just keep chipping away if you're Kane Bay. You know, Goose Creek got off to that blazing hot start. Only 5 minutes into this thing, they just haven't missed much. You just chip away and becomes a ball game. It's going to slow down. It's not going to stay at the pace that we've had so far. This
is the recently checked-in Tavian Scott kicking the Shane Potts. That 3 off the back iron. This is Kevin Dukes going to slow things down in the southpaw. Over Jarvis Roper. Roper, a player to watch coming in off the bench. Not close to 14 tonight. That's got to be quite the asset, especially in the high school ranks, as you mentioned, maybe Sean.
And he's the intensity guy. He brings that intensity. Sean McKean says it's not only his scoring ability, it's his intensity. When you play with that kind of intensity, you pick up your teammates to play with that kind of intensity.
There's Tavion Scott with a nice euro, but it's going to be poked loose, and possession will remain with Goose Creek. We're going to reach our first media timeout of the night as Goose Creek.
We help people who've been hurt, period. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you were a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
I had 7 cracked teeth and 2 failing crowns. I wanted to do something preventative. I smile more, I eat freely, I don't have to worry about what restaurant we're going to. I just feel more positive about life in general. I wish I'd done it sooner, but I'm so glad I finally did it.
Call now to find out how full mouth dental implants could change your life.
Call now, 843-212-6752. Again, that's 843-212-6752.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knights Companies? It's more than just a job. It's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
You've got a friend in the used car business.
Used cars, trucks, and SUVs, local trade-ins, 172-point inspection with great warranty options, no payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, high school hoops is bringing the juice this year. This student section look at Fan Cam tonight, brought to you by the Thumbs Up guys, winning your cases, winning your trust. Get another raucous environment.
I know, this is great, and I've never seen that. The cell phone, you can put like notes on the cell phone. This guy's writing Cobras, look at the scoreboard on his cell phone, and it's scrolling. He's just, I don't think I've seen that before, but I like that use of technology. Cobras, look at the scoreboard.
Knights Companies High School Hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet, and the youngsters getting creative in the student sections this year. Is nothing creative about this. Another press, another turnover as Goose Creek going to be bailed out a little bit. That's Reggie Dozier leaving his feet a little early as Jarvis Roper came flying through, deflecting that ball, and Goose Creek will hold on.
Roper's just going to bring energy, and energy is what this team needs. And they are always a team that's going to have a little more energy because they go so deep. Guys don't get tired. He goes 14 deep on this team. There's 16 guys on the team. 14 of them play noticeable minutes. That's big when Goose Creek only plays 8 to 10.
Real tough finish at the rim as Dozier won't be able to get it to go. Kane Bray's got numbers. Here's Sanders. Looks like they're going to get a little poke from behind. Be a foul. It looks like the first of the night on. Nope, that looks like they're actually going to get on Terrell Davis, which is noteworthy. That'll be his second. Coach Hall will go to the bench and bring in Carmelo Adenaya.
I think Terrell Johnson. I think you're thinking football. Terrell Davis. You said Terrell Davis. He was a heck of a running back, though.
Here's the deal. I've lived in Charleston, South Carolina for 28 years of my life, and I couldn't remember Rivers Avenue when I opened it. Mush mouth tonight. My bad, folks.
No, you're good.
Terrell Johnson fan, not me. I got you.
Chick-fil-A on Jack. Oh,
looked like he's about to post somebody.
I literally thought that was what was going to happen there.
We're talking Chick-fil-A. Christian Davis is thinking of poster. This is out of 9. Really third time. Nice assist of Ken Jaquel Brown. That's his third assist already.
Really?
For just the quarter.
I'm just impressed with the shooting percentage that Goose Creek is putting up on the board right now. 18-6. They couldn't ask for a better start than this. And here he is again.
You talk about depth. He's the fourth Gator to check in this game off the bench. Those might be the 2 prettiest points in the game. Brought to you by Contract Exteriors.
Man, Kane Bay need a bucket or 2 before the end of the quarter. They get it. That pretty left-handed shot is nice. Kevin Dukes, he's a good player because he brings size too. That's what Sean McKean says. He's kind of a matchup trouble for other teams. You know, they don't really know what guy to put on him, but it works and he can score.
Nice back basket from Dukes. He's already got 4. Looks like Goose Creek, the 28 lead. They're going to swing it around the perimeter. Back iron miss from Braden Langworthy. Felt like they were going to move the rock, hold possession. That's too good of a look for the sharpshooter senior guard, Braden Langworthy. Take another look at this replay, though. Look at the vision. Eyes in the back of his head from Jaquil Brown.
Yeah, he's been really impressive. You see why college coaches are taking looks at him. He's got an offer from Francis Marion University up in Florence, so good program up there, Peach Belt Conference, and there's the steal from Shane Potts.
Oh, now. He said there is more than two. We want a poster and Shane Potts. He's talking to us over here, Mr. Sparky.
I think he was talking above us to the Cane Bay students. I think that's who he was giving a talk to. Here's
Another
Jaquil.
turnover.
Is Potts smooth or is he smooth? I mean, just look at that shot, the confidence to stand up there, take it off with a steal. What a player right there. You know, he had that open lane, but let's go for three. I'm feeling it. That thing's feeling like a beach ball right now.
He's got 13 of their 23 in the first quarter. That number will look to climb as Jaquil Brown was fouled by Jaleel Sanders. That his first. But Scotty, this is about as pristine of a quarter we've seen all season.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, here's an interesting stat. Cane Bay actually gave up 45 points in a game to a player up on Ren, the top player in our state, and Cane Bay won the game. So one guy is not going to beat you. Now, obviously Goose Creek has more than one guy, but Cane Bay has given up 45 to a guy this year and still won the game by 6.
Well, Shane Potts, or Goose, as his teammates in the community of Goose Creek call him, he's got 13 and well on track as Brown will make the first, miss the second.
That's a lot of pressure to be called Goose in Goose Creek. It's like being Charles in Charleston. The Bear is Greg Habib. Oh, yeah.
He goes for 45 tonight. They're going to run a new election.
I don't think he's going to get the votes from Stratford, though.
I don't know. He goes for 50 social media. The buzz might go around. They might reallocate their vote as that looks like Jarvis Roper headed to the line. Their leading scorer looking for his first points of the night. Silky release cuts the deficit to 15. Is checking in for the first time today for Goose Creek is Jemiah Williams. He got 24. It's been easy because so many of them coming because of that press. Yeah. And then back, here's Carmelo. He's got 5 here. Domination lead by 14 on Knights Company's high school hoops. Driven by Cruz Chevrolet. Let's see if the Cobras, the home squad, can bounce back in the second when we return.
We're in my position. You gotta go take yours on a mission. With every decision, it's like with a great yo. And I ain't gonna let it go to me, dog. Now picture me fall to the wayside where I can't slide.
When I was pulling out of the gas station, another truck ran into me. I saw the reviews for the Thumbs Up guys were great, so I decided to give them a call. They always kept me updated on what's going on. I had nothing to worry about.
If you've been hurt, call us. We're those Thumbs Up guys. What's next?
Code 12, flickering lights.
What if it's a ghost this time? Please enter. Definitely a ghost.
I've seen malarkey like this before. Classic bad wiring.
We got this. Thank you.
See, Pete, no ghosts.
Oh no, this place is totally haunted.
See, Jane?
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
Cruz has certified pre-owned and local trade-ins, 172-point inspection, great warranties, and with approved credit, make no payments till April. Together, let's drive. Cruz Chevy on Rivers, CruzChevrolet.com.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
We welcome you back at the Cane Bay High School. Jack DeLongchamp sitting alongside Scotty Eisberg, but this might be the most adorable Thumbs Up guy fan cam we've seen all year.
Yeah, they are quite adorable. Come on, give us more thumbs up. She's just giving us smiles. We need thumbs and smiles for the Thumbs Up guys. Oh, look at that smile. Doesn't mean. I'm gonna guess she's 5. I have a 7-year-old. Looks a little old. I'm gonna go 5. Let's go 5 and 7 on the two of them.
She's waving all 5 fingers at us.
Yeah, give us the thumbs up.
I was gonna say.
I knew where she was in the gym. I don't know where
going to say, speaks to how loud this place has been tonight. But
talk about young kids. Blake Hall is about to become a dad again next month. Here goes Brown again. Boy, is he smooth.
This press has just been terrifying. That Cane Bay backcourt. We do want to go back and say those. It looks like stepping out of bounds is Kevin Dukes. The steals are impressive, but what Joe Brown is doing, not only with the ball in his hand, but without it, this is so easy right here for 11.
He plays at such a high speed, high intensity, a smoothness and a confidence. He's been really, really impressive. And you know, look, Shane Potts is just lights out shooting the ball.
I want to go back to your point, though. Congratulations to the Hall family. There's a lot to congratulate Goose Creek on. Great backdoor cut and a tough finish from the sophomore guard, Reggie Dozier Jr., who is on the board.
Yeah, and kind of a cool thing, it shows how much the guys on the team really care for their coach, Blake Hall. The guys on the team, throwing him a baby shower on Sunday, which I thought was kind of cool. Baby number 2 for Blake Hall and his wife, so congratulations to them.
He's fired up after that defensive miscue. Nice little lefty floater from the southpaw, Jaleel Sanders, his first 2.
First time we've really seen Goose Creek work kind of in the half court here and set something up.
Maybe a guy like Jaleel Sanders, who's actually just a sophomore, but he's been in the system for the last 3 years. Coach McKean says he's kind of our steady Eddie guy. Like, when things get too high, he keeps us right there at bay. We need him to step up, and that's him crowding out a board. Nice crossover, getting out the transition. Here's Roper. Roper with the right, rebounded by Dukes. And that more prototypical from what we've seen from the 14-5 Cane Bay Cobras this year.
You know, the one thing that Goose Creek doesn't have that Cane Bay does is a little bit of girth down low. Goose Creek is certainly not as big and built as Cane Bay is. So, you know, if Cane Bay needs to kind of play the dirty game down low, that's what you got to do to win this game. That's what Cane Bay is going to do.
These free throws brought to you by Southeastern Spine Institute, helping hurt people of all ages get back to their active lives as that free throw rattles them out. You talked about it in the open, brought to you by Crew Chevy on Rivers. I got to get that right.
Theoretically, you could take Rivers Avenue home tonight if you'd like. Yeah, you could.
We'll be all right. I don't want to suffer through that trauma of messing it up so bad in the open. We talked about those slowing it down for Cane Bay. They haven't been necessary to do that, and it's just a half-court press that Goose Creek is showing.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can tell how well scouted, you know, these teams are. They know each other, first of all. The coaches now know each other. But Blake Hall, just for coaches that I've talked to, Blake Hall, X's and O's wise, is unmatched in our area. He really is just an X's and O's guy. Sean McKean, he's kind of a different coach. He brings energy, but he also brings just kind of that military like confidence about him. His team's not going to fold. They're 2 really good coaches, and the job that McKean's done, you know, the big difference is that Blake Hall took over a program that was really good under Brad Dobbins. Sean McKean took over a program that was down in the dumps, and he's turned them quickly. So what he's done since COVID has been super impressive.
Even the community around Cane Bay High School, such beautiful. There's a program on the rise, just like the future of Jarvis Roper, the 6th man tonight, but the leading scorer with a nice little up and under to get to the free throw line and 1 try.
I think that foul is going to be called on 14, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yeah, it looks like they did get that on Carmelo Adonai. That's his 2nd. Roper knocks it down. He's now got 4. We talked about averaging those 13.5 a game, but for just a junior forward, he does so many things. He averages 2.8 steals per game, an assist and a half a night, 4 rebounds per game. He's a box score bully. He's starting to get it rolling here in the 2nd. This is Brown taking it to the big fella, Tavion Scott. They're going to say it was a travel before he put the ball on the ground.
This is kind of the momentum that Cane Bay needs right now. You know, you started chipping away. Now, you know, chipping away is one thing, but feeling momentum, hitting a couple shots, getting to the line, getting points when the clock is not ticking, that's a whole other thing. And Cane Bay's finally getting that going. Maybe it was the Roper nice play at the end, one just there. But there's kind of the opposite of what I said. You don't want to make errors like that to turn the ball back.
The press that Blake Hall is running right now is just giving the Cobras fits. Back backdoor find, a little overzealous from Brown's going to be picked off by Sanders. Sanders out in transition, going to get to the elbow and find the wing. That's Austin Seabrook for the first time today. And how about that block? Davion Scott out in transition, and for the first time today, Brandon Grant checking in. Tough finish on a 2 feet wide line.
Tremendous play by him, the concentration. He had a trailer behind him. Terrell Johnson, I was looking at Terrell Johnson as a trailer to get some sort of a, toss back alley-oop sort of deal, but great move to take that to the rack, score it, and the foul. Brandon Grant, nicely done. Goose Creek continues to impress.
The block for Davion Scott at 6'4", about 205.
That was big, too.
That was bump set spike volleyball style. Here's Grant, almost loses the dribble, doesn't panic.
It doesn't hurt our cameraman in the process there, which is good. It's always good to keep camera guys on their chairs.
I think the note is the MVP of this crew. Did such a great job in that scissor lift all football season long.
He's already got 2 knee braces. We don't need, we don't need anything else on top of that.
I actually just think he's ready to go play tonight. Here's Seabrook, another football star, the quarterback of the Legion champion Cobras in the fall.
And you talk about a team that never gave up. I think they started 0-7, right? 0-8, 0-7, and won the region. First of all, Russell Zaire, to me, Coach of the Year just by doing that. But his team, his guys, they don't give up. And that's kind of the attitude. You carry that sport to sport. You don't give up.
3. And Jaquel Brown letting everybody know, let's calm thing down a bit. Man, is this junior guard special.
He's only a junior. I think you come into next year, he'll be the Low Country Player of the Year to watch. I mean, he's that poised, and he's got another year left. I don't know of anybody else in the area. I mean, there are good players, but as an underclassman, he's not an underclassman, he's a junior, but he's an upperclassman, but he's not a senior. I think he's going to be special when he comes back next year. Although you need to have the role of Shane Potts filled to kind of be the guy to dish the ball off to.
For Charleston high school basketball fans, they'll understand it. It was his freshman year taking on a sophomore guard down the road that, to me, had the brightest of futures as this opponent. Pocket 3, and yeah, we're bragging on you ones. Let's hear it. Another 3, his second triple tonight, and he's up to 12. Here's Brandon Grant, that press causing problems again. A nice little Euro. He was looking for his second and one as tapped a Gatorade bottle flying onto the floor.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Did not faze the junior guard, Brandon Grant, as he's earned a trip to the charity stripe, and we'll find him on our way back in. Jaquel Brown. Hey, Shane Potts got 13. Brown said, don't forget about me, boys. He's got 12. And Goose Creek leads 36-18, and we'll come back.
Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Join Law Firm, 888888. Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Join Law Firm. Injured? Hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888.
10 times, and you finally named your favorite person as your wife.
That's right.
After 10 times here.
Person, place, or thing.
Weeknights at 5 on MyTV Charleston.
My name is Mike. I got hurt in a car accident here in South Carolina. A good friend of mine told me to call the Thumbs Up guys. They weren't there for a quick buck or quick money. They were there to help me. It was just a blessing. Thank God I picked the right people.
Call us. We're those Thumbs Up guys.
At Contract Exteriors, we transform homes. Imagine the possibilities. Make your home new again with our expert craftsmanship and top quality materials. From stunning decks perfect for family gatherings to sleek, energy-efficient windows that brighten your space, Contract Exteriors brings your vision to life. And with our wide selection of siding options, we ensure your home's exterior reflects your style. And here's the best part: no payments for 12 months. Contact us today to start your journey to a refreshed home. Contract Exteriors, your trusted partner for home transformations.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
Tons of local trades, nearly all makes and models, certified pre-owned car, Bravo certified, and make no payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. CruiseChevrolet.com and Cruise Chevy on Rivers.
We welcome you back in as Goose Creek leads by 18. You take a look at the 12-year man, Blake Hall, and coaching like his team's down 18. It was an animated conversation in that huddle. we have come to know and love that this is just his coaching style, man.
Yeah.
It's not about winning, it's about the way that you
It's
win.
about teaching. He cares so deeply. And we can get a shot of him after the game, but right by the door here by the door of the gym on our side I always think that's really cool when parents can just come down the road and see their son coach, and they're so proud and so involved in what Blake does and the team. I was talking to his dad for a while the other night at Stratford, so I just always think that's such a cool thing that, Blake Hall's from right down the road from here. His parents get to watch every game, and they got their Gators clothes on, so that's his parents standing there in the red shirt and the black shirt.
That press just got Cane Bay so sped up right now. This is Jackson Lilly checking in for the first time today. Finds a slashing Lamari down to an extent.
One thing, it's funny, we keep saying the same names over and over for Goose Creek, but when we're talking to Sean McKean this week and previewing and getting our prep done for Cane Bay, I said, give me your top 6, 7 guys. And he literally said, I can't. I can give you 2, maybe 3, but after that, it's just whoever I feel is playing well. Like, whoever's playing well in practice, he really can turn to any guy on the bench. So really, it is a team effort, but there is no standout guy to key in on. Was that an advantage or a disadvantage? That's up for you to decide, but McKean really doesn't have stars that he's going to go to. It's a team effort for the Gators, for the Cobras.
Cane Bay averages 57.3 points per night. They have 9 guys that average over 4 points. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, it reveals the utmost consistency and depth, as you mentioned.
Absolutely.
We talked about Roper, that obviously averages the 13, and Kevin Dukes at 10. Outside of that, their supporting cast and crew has been so reliable all year.
He looked at that one. I was like, wait a second here.
Brown from 45.
Yeah, that would have been.
And he shot the good shot past half court, but not so much in a Blake Hall system where they are constantly getting to their spots. This time, better defense. Picking the pocket was Austin Seabrook.
And Blake Hall, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. 12. We see you, 12. That's Jaden Waring. He's got 5.
Like I was saying, Blake Hall, he puts guys to the next level. He has so many guys that have played all over the place. He works tirelessly to get these guys to the next level. And I give him so much credit for that. He's calling college coaches all the time. He's trying to get his guys.
You see us on the other end. We're going to take another look at this Mr. Sparky 3-ball from Jaden Waring. Told you Waring, he's been a kid that's really impressed tonight. It's been a rough half for the Cobras, but a young sophomore, 5'11", $185. Coach McKean said he's a young man that the longer that he stays in this system, it just feels like he turns into a different player every week, just better and better day by day.
Yep.
There's that press that's caused so many problems. And hands up, we're ready over here.
Mario's got it.
Our guy Mario sitting right here next to me. I wasn't ready. Hand down, man down, but Mario with a nice play.
We've already almost taken out 2 members of our crew tonight, so we'll see how many. It's like bowling, just see how many we can knock out by the time the evening is over.
Are you insinuating we're going to see a 7-10 split over here?
I hope not.
Your dad, he's our incredible statistician. No split. Take us out in the middle. Leave our guys alone, man.
Yeah, the dermatologist has already done his work on him this week. I don't think we need to knock him out with a basketball.
16-point lead for the Gators under the 2-minute mark is Victor Brown, a true 3-level scorer from deep, mid-range, and how about the turnaround jumper on the low block?
And the joy that he plays with, you can just tell how much he loves playing basketball. He's just a gym junkie, Blake Hall. You love to have those guys.
Here's Brown. He's got a game-high 14. That doesn't stop him from hitting the hardwood. And look at that. All 11 Gators on the floor to come pick him up. But how about this sweet turnaround?
That's a pretty play right there.
I think that was their basket 2 possessions before. That's a really good up and under look, though. But this is what I wanted to see. If we can get another look.
Yeah.
One person sitting down.
That's that unit that Blake Hall preaches, and he really does live it. He does preach it. He has had opportunities to coach college basketball in the past. He has had opportunities at bigger schools, and I asked him the other day, kind of, why? Why have you stayed around for so long? And he said, it's that family process. It's buying into the kids. They buy into you, and he takes it so seriously. The teaching, the family aspect of it. If you have a kid, and I'd love a kid to play for Blake Hall because he genuinely cares about them. Like I was saying earlier, he's got guys, he was telling us before, a guy at Limestone, a guy at Tallahassee Community College, a guy at Clayton State, somebody at Denmark Tech, he had one that just finished a D2 career down in Texas. Well, those schools aren't all coming to Goose Creek to recruit. He's getting on the phone and he's getting their tape to them to get these guys looks, whatever. He just wants them to get the education in college and get to live that college experience playing basketball. It doesn't matter what level it's at.
Impacting loss in the business and his squad. Leading by 18. Shane Potts back to work. He's going to kick. Top of the key. Treyway right away. Terrell Johnson Jr. has got his first 3 and a selfless pass from Potts. Another turnover. Out in transition, a nice play by Merrill. But again, how many times have we seen this Goose Creek press turn it over and get out and go?
There's the Johnson 3. Pure. It's like these shots haven't even hit the rim tonight. They have just gotten necks up.
The King Bay thing, you're thinking, how well can a team shoot at this high of a clip as Johnson? He check off the front iron. All of them are good.
Those are shots you want them to take if you're Blake Hall.
Seabrook, nice cross-court find and moving the ball well. And southpaw off the front iron. That was Jaleel Sanders, no good.
Yeah, I think the thing is, Goose Creek is just scoring with ease. Yeah. Cane Bay is fighting for every point that, every point that Cane Bay has scored, they've had to fight for those points. It's not easy for them. And that's, that's courtesy Goose Creek. That's what they're doing.
They're just fighting to get past half court at this point.
Know the clock right
down
now,
to 4. Nice move. Ball's going to be lost. Want a full court heave in the corner. It won't go. There's Jaden Waring firing off the back iron. And Goose Creek with a 43-22 lead. Dominance. Don't want to speak for yourself, Scotty, but in the 3 years I've been a part of this broadcast, I don't know if I've seen a more complete half played by a team in the
That is the best half we have broadcast by one team. And it's not like they were running over a nobody. They were beating a good team. A team that had just won 9 straight games.
Jaquel Brown with a game-high 14. Shane Potts poured in 13. And the Gators lead by 21. It'll be the halftime report when we return. It's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruise Chevrolet.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knights Companies? It's more than just a job. It's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
At Doctor's Implants, we understand the importance of having a healthy smile. Replacing your failing or missing teeth with full mouth dental implants can be a great way to improve your well-being. The combination of the surgical techniques, the 3D printing, the CAD/CAM milling, we're able to do this at such an unbelievably high level and give patients such great results.
Call now to book your doctor's consultation.
843-212-6752. Again, that's 843-212-6752.
I'm ABC News 4 Chief Meteorologist Dave Williams. Scan this code with your mobile device now. It'll get you up-to-the-minute information, including severe weather warnings. The ABC News 4 Storm Tracker weather app.
Powered by the John Price Law Firm. The National Weather Desk covers America's weather now. The National Weather Desk, 200 local and expert meteorologists provide valuable insight into the extreme world of weather. Watch the National Weather Desk.
Welcome to the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report, America's on-time electrician.
Each week, the Thumbs Up guys are proud to highlight a scholar athlete from each participating school. The students selected will have an opportunity to win a $2,500 scholarship at the end of the season. Tonight's scholar athletes are, first, you know him well, Shane, or as his teammates call him, Goose. Shane, how about debuting that 4.2 GPA? He was a two-time all-region player selection, which it kind of feels like a third might be in the midst. He was an all-state player selection just a year ago and an over 1,000 points scored in his entire high school career. An incredible human being and on the community as well. He's involved in working with Trident, leading in rec leagues and helping work at the youth sport programs. Congratulations to Shane Potts, the scholar athlete for Goose Creek. And for Cane Bay, it's the stud defensive end. We saw him during our high school Friday Night Rivals broadcast. It's the dog, the end, Joshua Frost. Frost with a 4.967 GPA. I can't even count that high. Joshua was the varsity football captain and was elected as the boys' most outstanding field athlete for the Berkeley County Championships for track and field. And the community is a member of the Beta Club NHS program and a treasurer for the student council here at Cane Bay High School. Congratulations to Joshua Frost and Shane Potts.
We're talking scholar athletes again with two of the four Thumbs Up guys, Jeff and Brandon, and we are talking really interesting kids because they are not just athletes, they are not just students. They've got all sorts of things going on extracurricularly as well. How important is it for that to have kids that are certainly well-rounded?
Yeah, you know, when it comes down to it, when we're evaluating all the kids at the end of the year, you know, the GPAs are out of the park, you know, what they're doing, you know, on the basketball court or other sports arenas are amazing. But then we also have to kind of factor in what else are they doing? I don't know where they find the time, but it's amazing what these kids are doing outside of all of the other things that they're doing that we get to see.
What's happening at the firm these days?
We're continuing to grow. You know, Columbia, we just went into that market and are loving it up there, starting to really hit our stride in that area, as well as, you know, growing down here in Charleston too. That's the goal, just to keep growing.
Grow or die, baby.
Exactly. Thumbs Up guys are growing, and so is our scholarship check going to the winner at the end of the season.
We'll be back with more of the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report.
These are the people of South Carolina. These are our neighbors. And when one of our neighbors needs help, we want to be there for them. A lot of people don't know what to do after a car wreck. That's what we're here for. Call us. We're those Thumbs Up guys.
What do we got?
Code 27, freezer failure.
Sounds like a cold case.
The freezer's not freezing, and Timmy's party's today.
What's with the igloo?
Can't have a pool party without popsicles, right, honey?
I'll check the breaker.
Here's your problem. Fried circuit.
Best not to overload your outlets.
All set.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
You've got a friend in the used car business.
Used cars, trucks, and SUVs, local trade-ins, 172-point inspection with great warranty options. No payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
Welcome to the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report, America's on-time electrician.
As we talk academics now. Welcome back as we talk academics now. Dr. Glenda Levine here, principal at Cane Bay High School. Thanks so much for joining us. What a night here. What a great crowd. It seems like the energy is in the building. There's just so much school spirit these days.
Oh, definitely. We have our Cobra Crazies over there, and they are having a wonderful time. School spirit, that's what we're known for.
School spirit is big, and academics. What things are happening in the school right now that you're proud of?
Oh, my goodness. I'm so proud of our students and what they are truly doing academically in terms of the scores, what we have in terms of our end-of-course exams, and our babies really pulled some things out over this past semester in terms of the hard work they did, but not just with them, our teachers. And I have to add to that, we're a community. We are a community, we're a family, and it's all about the work. So not just about academics, we do the whole thing. We're holistic around here.
How daunting is that? I mean, this could be the fastest growing community in the state. I mean, it is just booming out here in Cane Bay. How daunting is it to see just how much it is growing in Cane Bay?
Well, it is absolutely wonderful. I actually worked at a school in the past where there were 2,800 students.
Okay.
So now we're just slightly under that. We're about 2,400 students. But in terms of the community growth, there are so many advantages and so many good things that come along with that growth. So yeah, the growth might seem a little bit daunting, but there are so many business partners, community partners that come in as a result of that. So yes, we're growing, but we're loving it.
Final question for you, Coach McKean. Military background, teaches a class. If you can brag on your head coach, go ahead.
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't trade him for anything in the world. Not only is he great when it comes to coaching, I always tell my coaches it's not just about what they do out there on the court or on the field, but it's about what they impart in our young men and our young women. And Coach McKean, oh my goodness, he is so wonderful at what he imparts in our students. It's about the integrity, the values, just beyond what happens out there. They're learning it on the floor as they learn teamwork, but they're just awesome, and he does that. It's coming through him and his team.
Awesome. Thanks so much. That is Dr. Glenda Levine, the principal here at Cane Bay High School.
We'll be back with more of the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
What's next?
Code 55, ceiling fan.
Fantastic.
With a broken ceiling fan, I've had to improvise.
We can just fix your fan.
Yeah, that might work better.
All set.
Thanks.
Oh, look, honey, for outdoor use only.
Sparky.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes as appointments, making your recovery as seamless as possible. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
Welcome to the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report, America's on-time electrician.
Mr. Sparky halftime report rolls on as Knights Company's high school hoop driven by Cruz Chevrolet's got a Butte on hand. Goose Creek with a 20-point lead, Scotty, and I know he said it heading into that, but man, that was as clean as basketball as you're going to find, not just in the low country, but in the entire state.
Yeah, that was real. I mean, that is state championship basketball. That's a team that can make a run, and they are a team that can make a run. They're 17-2 for a reason. One of their losses to Gray Collegiate up in the the Midlands. That's a really good team, and West Ashley knocked them off, and we saw West Ashley week 1, pretty darn good team as well.
Right away, a 10-0 run from Goose Creek. You see the breakaway transition dunk from Jaquel Brown. Bucks had 8 of their first 10 in that 10-0 run. We saw a pair of triples. Cane Bay started to chip away. This is a really nice move. And an and one finish by Kevin Dukes. He's got a team-high 6. He's going to have to step it up. They're going to get back into it, but it was the Jaquel Brown quarter in mind. He had 3 steals, 4 assists, and a game-high 14. What did he not do?
He did everything right, and Goose Creek did everything right, and it seems like the big thing is that the points were coming easily to Goose Creek because everything was in system. Their defense, everything was done the way they scripted it to be done. Cane Bay had to fight and claw for every point that they got. It's not a slight on them, it's just how good Goose Creek is right now, especially defensively. That defense setting up offense for them. It's going literally exactly to plan for the Goose Creek Gators right now.
Saw that big-time block by Tavion Scott. The half-court press. Oh, suffocating. The Gators will look to continue upon that 21-point lead when we return at the end of our Mr. Sparky halftime report. See you in a few.
We'll be back with more of the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report.
My name is Mike. I got hurt in a car accident here in South Carolina.
I saw the reviews for the Thumbs Up guys were great, so I decided to give them a call.
They were there to help me.
I had nothing to worry about.
It was just a blessing. Thank God I picked the right people.
Where are those Thumbs Up guys?
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knight's Companies? It's more than just a job, it's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knight's Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. As a physician-run private practice, we prioritize your needs, providing the time and attention you deserve. Our dedicated team is here for you. We offer next-day appointments, making your recovery as seamless as possible. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
Cruise has certified pre-owned and local trade-ins, 172-point inspection, great warranties, and with approved credit, make no payments till April. Together, let's drive. Cruise Chevy on Rivers, cruisechevrolet.com.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
He's got a lot on hand here in the second half. They're going to come back to win a basketball game, but there is no beach chair in his program. They will not fold. They'll continue to fight it. Scotty, what do you think his message was to his team coming out of the half?
Yeah, you just got to stay in the process. There's nothing, you can't score points faster than you can't just pour 20 points in at once. You got to chip away. It's what Chris Mack talked about last night for college at Charleston. It's just the sort of thing where you stay in system, do what you do. Goose Creek does that, it ain't gonna happen.
Reggie Dozier saying it's over. He's up to 5, the lead to 24. But you're right. Hey, no such thing as moral victories, but he is going to learn a lot about his squad in the second half.
He is, because they're not going to give in. They're certainly not going to give in on TV. And it's not the situation where you can say, oh, put in the scrubs, because they don't have them. They got 14 guys to play. Call the travel.
I told you, what does this kid not do? The junior point guard, such a high IQ. Watch Jaquel Brown take the charge right after we take another look at this banged-in throwing from Reggie Dozier. Important to note, too, that was a foul on Kevin Dukes. That is, I believe, just his first. Yep, just his first.
Interesting thing when you're watching, a guy like Jaquel Brown. I mean, there is no question that he is Division I talent, but it's amazing the difference that 2 inches would be for his recruiting process. He's, 6 feet, maybe 6 feet, maybe 5'11". He's 6'2", 6'3". It's a whole different ball game. That being said, there is no question he can walk onto a mid-major to lower Division I team without question and be a valuable asset to that team. I would think he'll probably go scholarship at the Division II level, but still, just that difference in 1 or 2 inches, it's amazing how coaches, are just so bought into those little statistics.
Coach McKean's going to call a quick timeout as Cane Bay gets stuck in that press yet again. But, our statistician extraordinaire, yourself and I talked about it, obviously, at halftime. To me, the college landscape right now for fans at home going, hey, Jaquel Brown is looking at a potential triple-double tonight. To me, it's unfair. It's unjust. The portal and our college landscape right now is in a great space. The game is at a really high level. But there's a lot of things that we have to reel in because there's such a log jam for the high school player.
Absolutely.
In my opinion,
there's
7
just
years
nowhere to
ago,
go.
this is a Division I commitment right now. College coaches, they're playing with their lives right now. They have to go recruit a 23-year-old instead of a 17, 18-year-old.
And I don't blame them. With the portal, you can. And having an 18-year-old compared to a 22-year-old is a tremendous difference mentally and physically, as Dukes misses. But, it's not only that. It's the leadership capabilities. If you could bring in a guy who is a senior in college, Jaquel Brown's not going to walk in on day one and be brand new. It's a new thing to him, whereas a guy who's played a couple of years of college ball can't do that. So you don't blame college coaches, but when they're filling up rosters so quickly, you come to signing day here, and there's nowhere to go. There's no open spots at that Division I level.
It's understood. It's almost just like our message to these young student athletes. It's why we're so thankful for all of our sponsors when it's Knights Companies or Goose Chevy, like for allowing us to tell these stories, because these young student athletes, they're in such a precarious time. But whether it's Potts or Brown or Dukes, these kids deserve to play at the highest level. Because I'm telling you right now, Jaquel Brown could play on any hardwood in
Antonelli, and you got Aiden McCool. Those are guys at Bishop England. They're no better players than him. But they've worked and they've gotten to that level, and they're the 13th, 14th guys on the team, but they're still on the team, and there is something to be said about that. He can find his spot on the team. They'll find a place for him because he can play basketball.
Without question, you see Braden Langworthy almost losing the dribbles, able to keep it alive, and kicks back out to Dozier. This is Langworthy. Going to get caught up in the air and fouled underneath by Jarvis Roper. But Scotty, let's take another look, because these were two really nice attempts in the points in the paint, brought to you by Contract Exteriors.
And like you said earlier, he just flies through the air so seamlessly, and he stays up there. It's like his hang time is so impressive.
Kevin Dukes improves upon his team high, now has 8 1,000-point scorers, doing whatever he can to get the Cobras back in the game.
Every loose ball, Goose Creek is on it. I mean, Cane Bay, they're not hustling. But Goose Creek's just in the right place.
Those 50-50 balls as Goose Creek yet again. A little give and go, backdoor find, great finish by Adonai. Get to the dribble, get to the spot. Really nice move, just poor execution from Jaleel Sanders. An offensive rebound by Roper, but you take another look. How about the find?
Really nice pass right there. Noy just keeps playing well. When he's in the game, he's kind of a guy. He plays well defensively, gives him a spark on offense. Seems like he's an emotional leader, and you can see he takes instruction really well from Blake Hall just now. Blake Hall just gave him a good pat on the back and, gave him critique, pat on the back, and trusts his guys.
Jarvis Roper's going to miss off the back iron. You see a flurry of line. Grant as well as Brown will take a short breather. Knocking down the second. Cambrai will make a substitution of their own. That's Terry Truesdale.
It's a name we haven't said tonight, but again, it's one of the many guys that get playing time on this Cane Bay team, with Sean McKean kind of going so deep.
A 25-point lead for Goose Creek with 4.5 to go. Nearly a backcourt is Jamier Williams. How about the wing three? Brandon Grant, little short, rebounded by Terry Truesdale. Cane Bay student section looking for something to cheer about. But here come the Gators. Potts off of 1 foot, laying it in.
Pretty lane. I thought he was going up for the poster. He did the nice, easy layup.
I'm not gonna lie.
2 points or 2 points.
He was going in for the poster.
You think so?
I do. I think he just almost lost his footing before he took off.
He knew that thing was going to be posterized all over social media as we head to a media timeout right now. The stoppage of play after the 4-minute mark of the third quarter.
Knights Companies High School Hoops, driven by Shane Potts. He's got 15 tonight.
Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Joy Law Firm. Injured? Hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888. Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Joy Law Firm. Injured? Hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888.
Person, place, or thing.
Richard Roundtree played this tough detective.
Chef.
Shut your mouth! You just got 50 points.
Weeknights at 5 on MyTV Charleston.
These are our neighbors. When one of our neighbors needs help, we want to be there for them. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you are a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
When you come home, do you love what you see?
You will when you choose Hardy Siding from Contract Exteriors. Only Hardy products are engineered for climate. They're specifically designed to stand up to the heat, humidity, and hurricanes of South Carolina, helping ensure your home stays looking beautiful for years to come. Discover your perfect homecoming by visiting contractexteriors.com. When it's time to re-side, come home to something better.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
Tons of local trades, nearly all makes and models, certified pre-owned car, Bravo certified, and make no payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. CruiseChevrolet.com and Cruise Chevy on Rivers.
Here's tonight's Thumbs Up Guys fan cam. Your personal injury attorneys winning cases and winning your trust. Scott, I think they heard us on the last one, and they said, watch this one double down. That might be the most adorable fan cam.
Yeah, we get cute kids over it, and I love the, that's what my wife, wears around her ears when she doesn't want to listen to me. She just puts on the headphones and knocks out the audio. And the pacifier, you're good to go.
I love it. I did want to take a moment here with 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. Cane Bay, again, a younger school here in the Low Country, building a lot of tradition in the last 2 decades. David Shelton and Brandon Shelton, dear friends of mine in the Low Country sports world. The thing about you guys is, obviously, David's had some health issues here in the last month or so. Man, he is a staple in Charleston Low Country sports.
I think isn't he the only JV baseball coach the school has ever had?
Ever. Man, he is. I tell you, I think just baseball, right? A guy is so knowledgeable across the board. So, man, I just feel like I'm in the house that the Sheltons built on this.
Yeah, no, they have been staples for the Cane Bay community without question. And David writes for the High School Sports Report. He writes for the Post and Courier, and the work he does, to stop the opioid epidemic is incredible. I mean, he speaks all over the state, and he doesn't take a dime. He just wants to spread the message.
Spread the message is maybe Cane Bay starting to feel a little good vibes here in the second half. Here's Jaleel Sanders with a nice little right-handed layup in the southpaw. Up to 4, deficit back to 23. We're going to get a late whistle here. I think Cane Bay thought they had another steal, but let's go ahead and take a look at Jaleel Sanders on the floor.
Yeah, really nice play right there. Goose Creek finally slowing down a little bit. If there's a time for Cane Bay to pick up some ground, this is it. Goose Creek's missed a couple of shots, and they've had a couple of fouls here in the third quarter of this game, and you got to keep looking which Langworthy that is, because they are twins, so they do look alike. You got to kind of take a double take each time.
It's a family affair. I'll tell you this, though, he was just fouled by Andre Hagler. Here's Langworthy, a nice running layup attempt. Looking for a foul, won't find it. Here's Tristan Ford. Ford's going to have his pocket. Have we said that before? Reggie Dozier, kiss it off the glass.
Nice play.
Dozier's
Every
now
time
got
we
7.
say that Goose Creek has had a lag and Cane Bay can really start chipping away, Goose Creek has immediately put a stop to it. I mean, there's never been a time in this game where I have felt that Cane Bay has momentum. Goose Creek took the momentum right out of the, and they might lay off a little bit, but there's never been a time where Cane Bay had the momentum.
And now Cane Bay looking for a steal into the chest of Brown. Love the no call, so physical in the paint. These officials have done such a great job of handling a really highly contentious matchup between the number 1 and number 2 teams at the 5A Region 7 level. Brown being defended by Seabrook. Now switching off on the Potts. Coach McKean also told us, and Cane Bay fans should understand too, they only have 3 seniors on this team, and frankly, only one that plays more than 10 minutes per game. This is a young team, and this is a learning opportunity for them. As you see, obviously, Reggie Dozier out in the transition. Again, this press, they just haven't been able to find an answer. And Goose Creek is maybe taking a little bit of advantage of that inexperience.
Yeah, no question about it. And Goose Creek is the older team here. When you look at them, they have the experience. And granted, some's coming back, but they've got guys in this team who have played at a state championship level. You can't take away that. You can't buy that experience, and you can't take it away. It's Cane Bay.
Sanders. What a tough and one finish. Mere inches away from the poster dunk. They're going to get the foul on Terrell
Really
Johnson
nice
Jr.
play. Look at this. First, just a straight-up steal, but he went up with authority and finished that. Really nice play for Cane Bay's Jaleel Sanders right there.
Talked about in our Cruz Chevrolet keys to the game. They have the ability. You might not look at him and go, hey, this is an overly physical team. They really get up off the floor. They have a bouncy athletic group.
And that's 4 fouls on Terrell Johnson Jr. right now.
Johnson Jr. is Langworthy will take a breather as well. This and-1 conversion free throw brought to you by Doctors Implant and Ballard People for your dental implants. He'll miss that free throw.
I mean, your team do not want to give away free points when the clock's not ticking. You know, I don't think Cane Bay's winning this game tonight, but if you want to make it close at all, you take every point that you can get when that clock is not ticking.
Fighting for a loose ball. Love the energy from Tristan Ford. It's an early whistle and great inbounds play. A nice find from Henderson, but they won't be able to finish. But you can see this defensive intensity is getting ramped up. Is on the other end. Feed the hot hand. Offensive glass and putback won't go. Pops to Brown. Brown going to Euro. Hang time. Everything's clinical off the 2 feet.
First time that we've really seen play get a little bit sloppy, and then it's immediately picked up and Goose Creek takes off. 23-point lead going into the 4th quarter. Sounds pretty safe to me.
Led by 21 going to the corner. This is going to be a
Called it a jump
ball.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it was a tie-up. We'll take a look. You know, tie-up, I don't know. What do you think? As we see the Brown play right there was a pretty nice one.
Yeah.
It could have been a foul, but I'm fine with the tie-up call.
I like the consistency. The exact same play down. There was a little bit of an early whistle. They do the exact same.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brown's a physical kid. He's all right playing at this pace. We reached the under a minute mark. Goose Creek with 35 to go. Starting to get a bit out of hand. Is that actually we're going to get a travel. Terry Truesdale jumping the passing lanes is going to pay dividends.
And this crew of referees, one of the most experienced ones in the area. They're not going to let it get out of control. There's one thing that these guys have. It's absolute.
And kudos to this group as well, doing a doubleheader. They did the women's game right in front of us as well. So how about that?
Nice move.
Head fake from Kevin Dukes. He's in the double figures.
Looks like Goose Creek just kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit here in this 3rd quarter, but every time I mean, it's like clockwork. Every time I say it, every time it happens, they come immediately back and score.
That was Jamal Williams, his first basket of the night for the senior guard. A little heave at the end of the quarter. Oh! Almost the putback acrobatic finish for Tariq Henderson. It will not go. And Goose Creek, a 23-point lead. They hold on to that 20-point margin, and they roll right into the 4th quarter. How about Shane? How good has he been? Hey, really great effort from Jaleel Sanders as he's up to 6, all 6 coming in the 3rd quarter. But it's tonight's Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet. The Gators by 23. 34's up. We'll see you in a few.
We help people who've been hurt, period. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you were a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
It becomes a harsh reality whenever you don't have a nice smile. It was a lot of my wife and myself trying to find somebody that was local that we could trust. Here's Doctor's Implant saying, hey, we got your back. Your life is going to change for the better. I can't stop smiling now. It feels great. It feels natural. It looks natural. Just do it. 100% is worth it.
Call now to find out how full mouth dental implants could change your life.
Call now. 843-212-6752. Again, that's 843-212-6752.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
You've got a friend in the used car business.
Used cars, trucks, and SUVs, local trade-ins, 172-point inspection with great warranty options. No payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
Knights Company's high school hoop driven by Goose Chevrolet, a 23-point lead for the visitors. Let's kind of tell you, it may have been louder in this gym about 2 minutes ago when the cheerleaders started to square off.
Yeah, they went at it. It's been a pretty good battle across the court here between these two fans and student sections. And a little pro ice. We got a game next Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Orangeburg, Wilkinson, and Oceanside. That game in Mount Pleasant. That's a top 25 battle in the state.
Talking about Quentin Collis on every broadcast. We'll have the opportunity to be in his presence. So excited to get to the Shark Tank in North Mount Pleasant next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Come hang out with us.
They have been dominant. But Oceanside, so as good as Oceanside is, Orangeburg Wilkinson's a really good team. I saw them beat, I believe, North Charleston a couple weeks ago. They are a top 15 team in the state. So, yeah, looking forward to that matchup. We got a double dip next week. We got a game on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, and then we got a Skiza Pleeza with Pinewood Prep and Porter Gowd the end of the week on Friday night, a week from tonight.
All in Tuesday night. Where would you rather be? Come hang out with us. YouTube, My TV Charleston.
Yeah, it should be fun. What's his name? Jake Thomas, I think, is his name on Oceanside. He's been an absolute star this year.
He's a tight end with the touch of a shooting guard. He's a really talented player, a four-man that can really stretch the floor for Oceanside. Big-time college aspirations. Could be the next stud to come out of that program.
Is there a Freeling on this year's team? Do we have anything throwing around? Hey, you never know. I figured there was one still hanging around.
Grayson Freeling, the safety on the Oceanside State Championship football team, now a two-time state champions. Cane Bay now trailing by 24. It's important to note, too, that it's a 14-5 Cane Bay team. And Kevin Boots has been a big part of it. He's got 12. I've been impressed with the Southpaw tonight. Here's Brown dishing to Langworthy, being guarded by Dukes. Great play as Potts is slashing to the basket. Little contact underneath. Love the play through.
Refs are really letting them play through some right now. It's funny, I just got a text from a coach, pretty well-known coach in the area, who said, tell the refs, start calling some of these flops on the ground.
That may have been one of them. Goose Creek unfazed. Shane Potts up to 17 as he pulls in another rebound. Off to the races. There's another good jump ball. This officiating crew's been so impressive. They've been so consistent and calling that play early. And if you're going to do it,
do it all the way through. That's all you can ask, is do it all the way through.
They did a fantastic job tonight. Game's gotten out of hand, but it's felt a lot closer than it has in a weird way.
No question about it. This has never been a situation where Cane Bay is laid over. This is a situation where Goose Creek has just been an elite team tonight and on their game. I mean, their shooting percentages are high. Their defense has been stifling, and it's just the X's and O's have been pretty perfect in this game for them.
I think when Coach McKean goes back and does film, it's going to be points and points. He's going to look at our cues, goes, hey, we didn't slow the game down and play our style of ball. And we also just didn't take care of the basketball. We're looking at 16-plus turnovers, and Goose Creek just dominating in transition. Goose, as they call him. Shane Potts does it again. 19 with a chance to make it 20.
Shane Potts. Look at that play. That is an impressive play. He stayed up there, hung, scored, fell off. That's a really nice finish there for Shane Potts on TV.
6'3", senior guard. A lot of interest from Converse College and
Belmont Abbey as well.
That's right, Charlotte, right?
Yep. And Converse College, just a brand new program. I think it's only about 3-4 years old, and they've hit the low country quite a bit. For years, it was a women's only school. And then when they started admitting men, they opened up a men's basketball program. I think the first recruit they got was Bailey Weissman from James Island. And what's his name? Cohen, I think, was the center.
Cohen looking over at James Island.
You know, the two of them went up to Converse. I think Weissman now is down in Atlanta playing.
Well, I don't know how you couldn't watch Shane Potts tonight. And go, yeah, we'll take a flyer on the 6'4" guard with a 35% vert.
Wait it out. You know, you just wait it out. And when spots open up, you just got to be ready to take them.
We have pushed this lead up to 27, Goose Creek. Just 5 minutes away from moving to 18-2.
You know, a guy like Sean Nimley knows about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally CSU and Goose Creek High School are not even 5 minutes from each other. You're talking about literally down the road. He is acutely aware of him. It's the situation. It's a numbers game. You just have to have that spot for him.
Well, it's interesting, too, Charleston Southern, to your point, they bring in a guy like Cooper Kowalski.
And they're redshirting him, right?
Redshirt, allow him to develop and take some time, which is exactly what a young high school player needs.
But you need to have players who are patient enough to do that. There are so many where, you know, they dominate in high school. They're the best players on their team in high school. They don't see themselves sitting out a year. I think they think they can come in and contribute right away. And you have to explain to them, like, what we can do with you in a college weight room, with what we can do with you getting bigger, faster, stronger, you're going to be a better player in the long run.
Jaquel Brown and Tavion Scott fighting over a loose ball with Kevin Dukes. They are still fighting for that loose ball. It'll be a jump ball. Possession will remain on this side.
I think this point of the game, if you're Goose Creek, you might want to temper it a little bit. You don't want to get anybody hurt. This is a team with, you know, pretty high expectations this year. It's getting a little chippy out there. It's getting a little out of control. That's when you get guys hurt occasionally, and you certainly want to avoid that. Brian Sweeney, great job with the mop there. Former athletics director here. I think he retired, and he's still working with the mop. So, Brian Sweeney, congratulations to you on working on TV right there.
Oh, man.
Cane Bay's missed a lot of shots tonight. They've had some pretty good looks that just haven't gone down for them tonight.
Silver lining, Jaden Waring up to 7. He just feels like he's always around the basketball. But to your point, it just feels like they haven't gotten to a half-court set. We haven't seen them run an offense because that press, that 1-3-1 press of Goose Creek has just not allowed it. And there's a rare miscue and miss from Brown. Oh, great find. That looks like it's for sure going to be goaltending. Yeah. Jaden Waring's going to have his 9th point. And fantastic assist from Morrell.
I think the toughest decision we're going to have tonight, Brown or Potts, our player of the game. That's going to be a tough decision we got to make.
Should we have him play like rock, paper, scissors at half court when you present?
Can we give 2? I don't know. I mean, it's one of those, you know, one doesn't do it without the other, and they've both been really good tonight. So I think now you'll start to see them take their foot off the gas. You know, it's a 23-point cushion, 4 minutes left.
To me, you can't even, the 4 steals, but it just feels like his defensive presence has done what Goose Creek just did to Cane Bay all night long.
Yep.
You're looking at 20-plus turnovers for the Cougars tonight.
Play call is just so composed on the bench. I love the way he coaches a game because he's just composed and he's effective as a coach. You can tell he cares. He's built a program in Goose Creek. You know, he's not built a team. He's built a program over a decade now. He's a fixture in the community. Goose Creek's got some really good coaches out there. Jason Winstead in football is an outstanding coach.
We'll talk a little bit more about that staff as we're going to take our last media timeout of the night. The Gators by 23. Start to finish, they dominate all night long. It's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruise Chevrolet.
Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Joy Law Firm. Injured, hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888. Here's tonight's primetime lineup on MyTV Charleston, sponsored locally by Joy Law Firm. Injured, hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888.
10 times, and you finally named your favorite person as your wife.
That's right.
After 10 times here.
Person, place, or thing.
Weeknights at 5 on MyTV Charleston.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knight's Companies? It's more than just a job. It's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knight's Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
We have an emergency, code 16, over.
Earplugs, Jane.
Code 16, malfunctioning smoke detector.
How bad could it be?
This is malarkey.
It's important to check your smoke detectors regularly.
A broken detector won't protect you.
Still yelling.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Man, I'm getting caught watching the cartwheels and breakdancing from the Cane Bay student section right there. And they've had a competition going back and forth with Goose Creek all game. I think even Goose Creek appreciates that was pretty good right there. Coaches are laughing about it. But we'll love to talk to you about our Super Bowl of Caring. It's our ABC News 4 charitable initiative right now, and it is such a great charity. There are so many people, so many children who go to bed hungry every night. You can help. You can help take care of that through the Low Country Food Bank. Just remember, you can hit that QR code right now. You can go to abcnews4.com. The Super Bowl of Caring, brought to you by the Harrell Law Firm and a bevy of other sponsors. Looking forward to helping out all month long and continuing it after that. A great partnership between ABC News 4 and the Low Country Food Bank.
Welcome you back into the action. 3:25 to go. Jack DeLongshall sitting alongside Scott Ice.
Talk about hungry. You know, the concession stand's doing quite well tonight here. They're making some money, and you already said if there was I thought I saw mac and cheese. I think it ended up being French fries. If it was mac and cheese, you were out on the broadcast. You're done.
Yeah, your Pops was going to jump on, which we might consider doing anyway, just because I think it'd be must-watch television. As Jaquel Brown is must-watch television, how in the world did he get rid of this basketball? How did that not hit the back?
Are we setting a record for jump balls in a game? Are we setting a record for tie-ups in a game?
Well.
Oh, he called a foul? They called a foul.
I thought I saw jump ball too. I'll tell you what though, you joked about it coming out of half. We had guys doing cartwheels. We had the cheer squad doing some
the guy in the suit doing the cartwheel was really impressive. I mean, I'm not doing cartwheels and ending like that, wearing dress shoes like he is.
Heck no. But they're flying around like they're up by 23. It's been an awesome environment here at Cane Bay.
Look, if you're going to come out to the game on a Friday night, have a good time. Enjoy it. And the student section's been great. I mean, there hasn't been a ton to cheer about for their team. It's been a start to finish lead for Goose Creek. Cane Bay has not seen the lead in this game. But they've kept the momentum and the excitement up. I give them a lot of credit for that.
Wild weekend ahead is Tristan Ford will check in the final time tonight for Cane Bay.
Yeah, we got some basketball this weekend.
We got
Charleston Southern is
slide. Oh, nice move.
Nice move, Shane Cox.
Again, he's got 22. Another great find from Braden Langworthy.
Longwood was a tournament team last year, weren't they?
They're fantastic. This year's team, they've got two guys with a 42% vertical. They love the dunk basketball. The up and under.
That was nice.
Oh, Amari Merrill, his first 2 points. A beaut.
And I'll tell you, Amari Merrill, it's funny, that's the guy that I asked Sean McKean earlier tonight, who's the guy to look for? And he said Merrill brings the energy. A nice pass.
So selfless. Austin Seabrook, the quarterback of the football team, with a nice little pass underneath.
And here's the Merrill one right here. Look at that. Nicely done, the up and under. It's funny, Goose Creek has dominated the game, but Cane Bay might have 2 or 3 of the highlights of the night tonight. 66-45, but I love this about play call. He's just always coaching. He knows he's got, here we go again.
Let's get some video if we can. We've got like legit Olympic athletes flying around the sideline.
They're just flying around here. But yeah, I mean, play call, every opportunity is a teaching opportunity. You call the timeout, Let's do it. Here we go.
One
This guy.
more.
Another one.
Come in. Yeah! I'm telling you. Everywhere. All over the place. Another one. This is like Oprah. You get a backflip, and you get a backflip.
Yeah, they don't get money to go along with the backflip stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. You guys have missed most of the fireworks. I know this has been a 20-plus game from pretty much the first quarter on. But this is what you've been missing during every commercial break.
Yeah, it's been fun. Look, it's a good atmosphere, and I think we'll have good, Orangeburg, Wilkinson, Oceanside. Not sure what the atmosphere will be. It's a long trip for Orangeburg, but I think next Friday night, man, will we have an atmosphere when Pinewood and Porter meet. That's a great night of basketball. The two legendary head coaches. Pat Idson just got win number 1,000. 945, not 1,000. He's going for 1,000. 943 was the record.
Well, they call the timeout. They draw up a press break, and Reggie Dozier's heading back to the free-throw line. Big hug. Look at that smile. He's got 9 with a chance to make it 10. We told you about our doubleheader next week. Those two broadcasts brought to you on Tuesday and Friday. None of them possible without our promotional help. Cruise Chevy, Knights Companies, Marquise Dental, All-American Awards, the Thumbs Up Guy, Southeastern Spine Institute, Contract Exteriors, and Mr. Sparky. So thankful for all of you.
They make it possible. It's not possible without them. It is not cheap to put on a broadcast. And thank you to Mary Margaret Nelms for kind of orchestrating it all, and the sponsors for literally making it happen. And they are still playing hard.
Oh, goodness. It looked like he was lining up for 5-second. He wanted us to give him one more big-time highlight.
There he goes again.
He wants one more.
I think now you might start to see him pull it out. Whatever play 5 is, I don't think he's telling him to go to the basket right away. I think at 70-45, you start pulling it out and sitting on it.
They lead by 25. Jaquel Brown, 2 steals, about 8 seconds of play. Nice hanging finish by Austin Seabrook.
Shane Potts now with 1 minute left to play in this game. So now we've seen a couple. What are you thinking as far as top teams in the Low Country, teams that we're going to see make a run? I mean, obviously Goose Creek, but I mean, West Ashley beat them. And West Ashley was really impressive week 1. Since then, James Island has really taken off. Somerville has taken a couple of bumps. I don't know. I mean, I think it's right now, I'm going to go Goose Creek as the top team in the area. I think I've seen Berkeley has been pretty darn good, but I just don't think I've seen anybody as well put together as Goose Creek is.
I mean, we knew about the star power in this backcourt between Potts and Brown, but I think their depth, like you so often forget when we talk players and Jimmy's and Joe's, it's so often about the X's and O's and the guy leading the way. And a play called yet again, and another example here in high school hoops. He's as good as it gets.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A 72-49 win on television is absolutely convincing. That is one heck of a performance for the Goose Creek Gators.
Well, Jaquel Brown and Shane Potts both finished with 20 plus. When we return, Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruise Chevrolet, it'll be the All-American Awards trophy presentation. It'll be Scott Eisberg and Blake Hall for tonight's trophy award. We want to thank Game Day one final time. A team high Kevin Dukes was great with 12. A silver lining, Jaden Waring with 9. But it was all Gators all the time. A 10-0 run to start the game. Potts had 8 of them. Well, we'll find out who's the MVP of tonight's game. I still say flip a coin. What a night. We'll see you here in a few for our trophy presentation.
At Contract Exteriors, we transform homes. Imagine the possibilities. Make your home new again with our expert craftsmanship and top quality materials. From stunning decks perfect for family gatherings to sleek, energy-efficient windows that brighten your space, Contract Exteriors brings your vision to life. And with our wide selection of siding options, we ensure your home's exterior reflects your style. And here's the best part: no payments for 12 months. Contact us today to start your journey to a refreshed home. Contract Exteriors, your trusted partner for home transformations.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. As a physician-run private practice, we prioritize your needs, providing the time and attention you deserve. Our dedicated team is here for you. We offer next-day appointments, making your recovery as seamless as possible. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
Important news you need, summarized and delivered to you. Sign up for the ABC News 4 newsletter, working for you with the top stories and weather. Easy to find, all in one place. Sign up for the ABC.
Welcome to Unfiltered Soccer. I'm your co-host Tim Howard, along with the legendary Brandon Donovan. We both have a PhD in soccer.
And we're both at an age now where we can be unfiltered.
Unfiltered Soccer, presented by Volkswagen. Tune in wherever you get your podcasts.
From sun to storms, low country weather can change at a moment's notice. I'm ABC News 4 Chief Meteorologist Dave Williams. You can take me and the entire Storm Tracker weather team with you. Just scan this code with your mobile device now. Not only will the Storm Tracker weather app tell you what it'll be like next week, it'll get you up-to-the-minute information, including severe weather warnings, wherever you are, local weather from local people. The ABC News 4 Storm Tracker weather app.
Powered by the John Price Law Firm.
A 72-49 lead for Goose Creek over the home King Bay Cobras. But here's the deal: tonight's trophy and Scholar Athlete packs at the end of the season are provided by All-American Awards, helping Charleston recognize excellence since 1993. Since Blake Hall took this program over just 12 years ago, the standard, excellence. We kick it to he and Scott Eisberg for tonight's trophy presentation.
TV this year, the Goose Creek Gators were simply outstanding tonight. Blake Hall joining us now. Blake, you went out to that 10-0 lead and just took off from there. How impressed were you with the first quarter, second quarter that these guys played?
I'm not impressed. I mean, they've been great all year. They're a great group of young men who believe they can be great, who behave like they want to be great. So this is just kind of fruits of their labor.
Now it's getting interesting. 18-2 really have been impressive so far. Do you worry at all about focus, or are these guys just kind of laser focused right now?
No, these are young men of character, so that they don't get caught up in the outside noise. They just keep working every day to get better.
The stars shined on TV tonight. Jaquel and Shane, they were just so good. Just if you can talk a little bit about their performance tonight.
Lower state of South Carolina, but you know, the big thing is that they're better young men. I mean, they really are.
Final question for you. You were coaching all the way to the final minute of that game. You know, what kind of things are you trying to tell them in a situation where they're up 25?
I mean, it's not about the score, it's about getting better. So we're just trying to get better until the horn goes off.
Awesome. Blake Hall and the Goose Creek Gators, winners tonight here on High School Hoops. Guys, congratulations.
Well, on tonight, they fought over who tonight's company player of the game would be. And yep, Potts finishes with 24, but Brown with 21, 7 assists, 4 steals, 5 boards. He's tonight's Knights Company's player of the night. On a team with leadership, integrity, loyalty, and excellence. And he almost served us with our Knights Company dunk of the night as well, Scotty.
We're going to give him credit for the dunk, right? We're going to give him credit. He was pretty much up there above the rim. I'm going to give him credit. That was as closest as he's got to a dunk tonight. And I think we have the dunk here. Dunk of the night.
Here's the deal. I'm only dunking on like an 8-foot hook,
yeah,
so we'll let
I think he's up there high enough to dunk.
Yeah.
That's a dunk.
I think he's just so clean. He was just making it look prettier
and
than
he
ever.
didn't want to get the technical for hanging up there, so he just placed it. You just got to place it.
Well, Jaquel Brown with 21, 7, 5, and 4. The press was too dominant. They led start to finish, and Scotty, as you kind of broke things down with Blake, this team feels like they've got another state championship running them.
Yeah, I mean, Blake Hall is just laser focused. The fact that he said they kind of expected to start like that, I don't think it was cockiness. I think he genuinely believes this group has everything they need. They have the laser focus. They have the weapons, the tools to do it, and they play to his system, and they're just so just keyed in on what they have to do, and they came out tonight and took care of business.
Well, St. Clair Broadcasting, they do the state championship as well. Maybe we'll see this Goose Creek again, but in the next few, Wilkinson at Oceanside at start time at 8 o'clock, and then next Friday. It's a skis a please, as you mentioned, a rivalry
and that'll
that
be
goes
a fun
back
one
decades.
because Idson Gym is not a big gym at all, so we will be packed in there at Ensign Gym in Somerville, right across town on the Dorchester County side of things. And that Somerville-West Ashley game, that's got to live up to the billing because West Ashley set the bar pretty high with that big-time opener against James Island.
Well, you talked about it, Somerville, West Ashley, and yeah, now Goose Creek. They are fighting over who is the best of the Low Country tonight. It was Goose Creek all the time. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It was Knights Company's Friday high school hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet. Shane Potts with a 20-piece. Brown with a 20-piece. The Gators rolled all Friday evening. We'll see you guys on Tuesday at 8.
And they ain't gonna roll over me cause I'm going. Taking everything that I see and that's sold to me, you know it. You know that I'm gonna rise above, I'm showing.